Okay, Beritra or Makarna / Drakenspire Depths hard mode. Now, this is a cleric video. Obviously, I'm a healing cleric in this case. Okay, in the beginning, if you are in the group that is not tanking the boss, make sure you're sitting inside, helping out. It's not required, but it's good. When you go out for seal, make sure you use prayer of focus, so you don't get interrupted by that first skill that is rude as well. I mean your heal, and you don't let anyone die. Now, as a first seal, obviously no one took damage from anything, but it can happen that the boss used some kind of skill that used hit it outside, or it was darkness, or many different things that can happen. In those cases, you would want to instantly heal that root, like instantly. Now you have two choices, either CC those ads or kite them. Now in this case we forgot to tell Saucewan that he is supposed to kite them, that's why he was a little bit slow, that was our fault. Now when you're using group heals, you can watch out where your tank is, where your order members are, so you release the heal when they're close so they do a heal. Try to avoid this shit as much as you can. Sometimes you're not gonna be able to, sometimes you're gonna be able to, whatever. Now you see, now you use the shield when he ran out so he doesn't get pulled back. Usually it's a good idea for the temper to be pulling those so they don't get someone else inside. Okay, now the seal is coming inside. Make sure he has Melody of Joy and Splendor of Rebirth, so he takes much less damage. And you try to out-heal any kind of damage that he takes from the seal or skills beforehand, so he doesn't die. Before the first, before the dragon form, it's not so much important because he's not gonna be losing Word of Wind or Symphony Destruction, but if he has buffs from Sanctum or Reshanta, something like that, HP buffs, it's good that he keeps them. Don't let them die to lose those buffs or whatever. The more HP everyone has, the easier to heal and not to let them die is. Okay, a new seal guardian, it's in our side. Now when you're going like I am, make sure you go a little bit further inside, but don't target the seal before the guy who is actually gonna take it, so you can heal everyone inside. Again, make sure you use the Splendor of Rebirth on the person with the seal. And when you get those blue things on the ground, go away from them. They deal a lot of damage and can kill you easily, especially if they are two on the same place. You wouldn't want to die to those, especially before the boss, so... Now usually always it's a big OA right after the transformation. However, he makes the damage a little bit before the end of the cast, so don't panic with this. Even though everyone will be losing a lot of HP, you can easily out-heal it before the first triple OS. Now it's good that you either target the boss or someone on the TeamSpeak is telling you which group is taking the triple OS. When you have Splendor of Rebirth like I did, ready, you can use it without wasting a shield or prayer focus because it heals for a lot, so you can out-heal everything. But now, for example, I don't have it and I don't want to burn a repo, so I use prayer of focus and I precast a heal, so I don't get interrupted and I heal the group. When you run outside, make sure you use a shield, so you don't get pulled back. Now for this, in this case I didn't use it, because I was, I don't know, like saving in case I get pulled first time to use it the second time. But that's not always a good idea. Maybe using it beforehand, it would be more safe. Always have the boss on target, so you know if the boss is using Power Transformation or Triple O on your group, so you know to out-heal your group out of this. Splendor of Rebirth again on the seal guy. And heal him. Now Triple O again. Heal, heal, heal. Now this was a mistake. I did not select the boss to see if we are target or not. But, well, whatever. Happens. If you have a second cleric in your group, it might be a good idea to tell him, you know, like, man, I wasted my Splendor of Report, Splendor of Recovery. Make sure you use it on the next triple hour. Now, whatever you do, make sure when you're healing the tank, you never ever cross the middle of the room. Because even if you're close to it, you may take one laser, let's say, from the skill of the boss. But if you take more than one, you're gonna die. And this should not happen. See, prayer of focus, and I started precasting a heal, a normal heal. I didn't use the Splendor of Recovery here. Now, when you can avoid that by running like on the opposite side, like I tried to, but I did not manage. However, if you fuck it up, make sure you at least take it only one time, because if you take it second time, you may die. If you don't know how to do that and where it's the end of it, just don't try doing it. Better sit still and wait for the damage. The damage you receive is like during the cast, so you can out-heal it before the next hit, next skill or whatever. It's not an issue. Unless there are ads, that will be a bit harder. Again, prayer of focus for that skill, as I mentioned before, and Splendor of Rebirth on the person with the seal. Make sure you precast a heal on him so you can fully heal him fast enough. See, in this case they didn't tell me the OS, so I was a little bit not prepared, but it was okay because I had Splendor of Rebirth, which is awesome skill. So my point is, don't burn it for no reason. I know it's great heal and such, and you want to be slacking, but don't do that. If you can use the normal group heals, do that. Don't waste Splendor or Repo. Especially Repo, because if something goes totally wrong and you don't have a second dispel ready, for example, if we are two cleric, it's not a problem that much. But if you are just a bard and a cleric, the bard may not always have the clearing melody / blessing of chorus ready. So you would want to have Repo, because with it you can single-handedly dispel the group. Use it just for emergency. Now here, what I did was very stupid. I used aquittal, but I didn't use group heals, so we kinda died because we didn't get the heal from the aquittal. Now that's very stupid, Make sure you don't do that stupid mistake as I did. Thankfully, the second cleric dispelled after we died, so the temper managed to get the last two ticks of the aquittal, and it was fine. But you're not gonna have that always, or your second healer can die as well, or bard, or whatever you have as a second support in the group. Now you have to use the shield when you go out, as I said before. Oh, and also try to be without soul sickness here. Now I didn't even know that I didn't use my Yasba / administration boon grace. Sorry, Yasba grace / administration boon. But well, what can I do? See, I'm watching when the temper will be in range so I can heal him. I don't just randomly spam it, always. And in this case we got the brilliant protection from the other cleric. However, if you're alone, that's your job. Make sure you do that in the end. It's not only bonus HP, but you're healing much more. So it's fucking easy for anyone to be healing this. I mean, any kind of heal is healing for a lot. So, in bad situations, repo, in the end, not a bad idea. Just burn everything you have just to help out.